Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into something that I think is on pretty much every parent's mind. How do we raise a happy child? We're going to break down some of the most important foundational principles to help guide us on this wild, amazing, and sometimes really tough journey.
This is it, isn't it? The big question at the very heart of parenting. We all want our kids to be happy, to be secure, to flourish. But with all the advice out there, where do you even start?
The first thing we have to do is just admit something right up front, and the source material says it perfectly. This stuff is hard. Being a good parent is one of the most challenging jobs on the entire planet. So let's explore how we can build a really strong foundation for our kids. So let's start with our first big idea, a parent's highest hope. This is all about getting real about the challenge, but also focusing on that ultimate goal we all share for our children.
And honestly, this is a huge weight off our shoulders, right? It's such a crucial shift in how we think about it. We can't guarantee happiness. Nobody can. But what we can do, what is absolutely in our power, is to fulfill their most basic, fundamental needs.
So, where do we begin? Well, it all starts with the absolute bedrock of a child's world, the unshakable foundation, love and security. These two things are everything, and they're completely tied together.
I love this idea. It's not just about the words we say. Kids have these little antennae that are always up, sensing the real, genuine feelings around them. A child who feels truly loved, they just know it, deep down in their bones. And this really breaks down the two different roads this can take. There's this old idea that you can spoil a kid with too much love, but the source says it's actually the opposite. So much of that acting out behavior, it's often just a kiddo desperately searching for attention because they feel neglected. But unconditional love, that builds a contented person with real, healthy self-esteem.
So, what does this unconditional love actually look like in real life? Well, it's genuine. There are no strings attached. You love them for who they are, not for what they can do or what talents they have. It's about encouragement and praise, and it's not about being possessive or showering them with gifts. It's about real, genuine, common-sense care.
Okay, so right alongside love, you've got security. These two go hand in hand. A child absolutely needs to feel that their world is safe and stable. It's like making sure they have solid ground to stand on,
And security? Well, it's built from some really concrete things. It starts with a home that's free from fighting and conflict. It means those basic needs are met. They have a warm bed, enough food, and clothes. And just as important, it means being protected from harm, while also having the freedom to explore and grow without someone hovering over them every second.
All right, so once we have that foundation of love and security, we can start building on top of it. This next level is all about freedom within boundaries, and that's where play and discipline come into the picture. Okay, let's talk about play, because it is so much more than just a way to pass the time. For a kid, play is serious business. It's literally how they figure out the world. Through make-believe, they can work through their feelings, their frustrations, their wildest dreams, all in a totally safe space.
So, what can we do to help this along? Well, playing with them builds that amazing connection. Playgrounds give them a safe place to roam. Having playmates teaches them how to get along with others. And have you ever noticed how they love to imitate adult jobs? That's them learning. And hey, never, ever underestimate the pure magic of just playing with sand and water.
All right, now for a big one, discipline. And I think this word gets a really bad rap sometimes. This isn't about punishment. It's actually about security. Firm, loving guidance is what protects our kids from danger and teaches them about limits. And believe it or not, that makes them feel so much safer.
Okay, so how do we pull this off effectively? Well, it breaks down into 3 simple steps. 1, consistency is everything. Kids need to know what to expect. 2, don't make threats you're not going to follow through on. That just breaks their trust. And 3, and this is a biggie, use logical consequences, like taking away a privilege instead of physical punishment. It's just so much more effective.
So that leads us right into our next big idea, the parent as a guide. We're not just providers or rule enforcers. We're their guides, and our 2 most powerful tools for that, honesty and the example we set every single day. Man, this one can be really tough, but it is so important. Kids just know when we're not being totally honest with them. Being straight with them, even about a trip to the dentist or a shot at the doctor's office, builds a kind of trust that is just rock solid.
And look, this really gets to the heart of the matter.
Because whether we realize it or not, we are their heroes. We're their first role models. They are watching everything we do and learning way more from our actions than from our words. That's a massive responsibility, right? It's a call to not let them down.
All right, as we start to wrap things up, let's bring it all together with this really beautiful idea, this powerful metaphor about our lasting impact. I think this is such a humbling thought. Our children didn't ask to be here. They are, quite simply, a gift. And our job is to treat this amazing, special little person with all the love, all the care, and all the responsibility they absolutely deserve. So if there's only one thing you remember from all of this, please let it be this. It is that simple and it is that profound. A flower cannot possibly grow without sunlight, and a child cannot truly, deeply flourish without love. It's the one thing they absolutely need to grow.
And so I'll leave you with this question to take with you. It's not about being perfect. No way. It's just about being present. So think about it. What is one small, simple way you can be that unconditional, life-giving sunlight for your child today? Thanks so much for joining me.